Romance of the Three Kingdoms, a book with a history which goes back hundreds of years and which has spawned numerous films, comics and even computer games. With its broad appeal, it's no surprise that more than 100 years ago, a Baba Malay translation of the novel was created right here in Singapore for the Peranakan community. This is a Baba Malay translation of the classic Chinese novel, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It was published by Kim Sek Chye Press between 1892 and 1896. It was most likely the earliest complete Malay translation of the classic novel. The entire series of 30 volumes, which total to more than 4,600 pages, was sold at $1 per copy. It was done by a subscription-based model. It spurred the growth of the Baba publishing industry in Singapore. The genre of books is known as Chrita dahulu-kala, which loosely means ancient story. It involves the translation of popular Chinese historical novels into Baba Malay. This would be the main output of early Peranakan Chinese literature. We believe the earliest version appeared in 1889. The translation was done by Chan Kim Boon, an administrator at law firm Aitken and Roddick. He worked on the translation after office hours with help from Chia An Siang and Tan Kiam Hock. The series would contain illustrations that complement the storyline and heighten the visual appeal. The illustrations were rendered in the style of traditional Chinese woodcuts and would usually feature the main characters and events in the stories. Another interesting feature would be the series also includes Chan's footnotes that would provide details of Chinese culture. He would also give notes on Romanized Malay terms and names with Chinese text added for clarification. Chan had an interactive approach and was close to his readers. He would publish letters in English, Chinese and Malay, containing comments on previous volumes of the book, and he would also sometimes share private details of his life. For example, his trials and tribulations in producing the books, his financial woes, and he would sometimes include photographs of himself and his assistants, and other times he would include jokes and even a portrait of himself. Chan was a dominant influence in the Baba Malay publishing industry. This was because of his translation of Sam Kok and two other popular Chinese classics. The translation of Chinese stories into Baba Malay began to decline around the time of Chan's death in 1920. This was partly due to the Peranakan community's preference for English language books. Today, Baba Malay is rarely spoken, with few in the younger generation able to speak it. Hence, Chrita dahulu-kala and the works of Chan Kim Boon are even more precious, as they play a crucial role in preserving Peranakan culture and language.